Hi guys, welcome to Glam Life Green. I look a little strange today because today we're going to be doing an unboxing and a first impressions, and this includes a foundation. So I've already done my kind of touch-up concealer and my under eyes just to prep. Because this is a powder foundation, I don't want to put creams on top of it because I don't want to set them with something different. So I went ahead and put the creams on now, and we'll get started with the demo. Okay, so we're gonna start with the mineral foundation. I'm gonna zoom in just a touch. Okay, so you can see everything that's happening. So the mineral foundation comes in this little package like I showed you, and they do sell a compact for this that you can then just refill, but I think this is magnetic, so I'll probably just either keep it in the plastic so it doesn't get mussed, or put it in a Z palette when I travel. Okay, so I'm just gonna take this Sonia Kashuk flat top kabuki that I've used in other videos. It's no longer available. This was a limited edition from like 3 years ago. And I'm just going to swirl it in here, just like I would with any other powder foundation, and then swirl it on my face. Okay, so I've got half my face done. This side is done, this side is not. You can tell a difference, especially the redness and the shininess up here. I'm pretty happy with the coverage. Yeah, I don't feel like there's any caking or anything. Let's zoom in just a little bit more to almost a scary level. I tend to be very dry. Obviously this is without, this is with. We'll see if I want to show that close up. So let's go back out. And I'm gonna finish up applying the makeup. Okay, so overall I think the coverage is pretty good. You can see where my spots were that I covered before, and typically when you do that and put powder on, it kind of swirls away what you covered. So I'm not very surprised by that, but I think overall it looks pretty good. It's fairly matte. I'm liking that I don't see a whole lot of settling. You know, I've got my concealer underneath it up here, and I don't see a whole lot of settling or caking there. I'm not seeing a whole lot of caking around my nose, which is where it would typically happen. So I'm pretty happy with this. I did notice there was some powder coming off of it at the beginning, but as I kind of got down into the pan, that went away. So I think it was just the top layer was a little loose. I personally don't like looser mineral makeup, so the fact that this is pressed is a huge plus for me. I love how it went on. We'll see how it wears as the day goes on, and I'll keep you posted. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my face and my eyebrows, that jazz, and then we'll come back and do eyes and lips. Okay, so my face is on. I just used my butter bronzer, and then I went over my cheeks with a little bit of a corally blush from the BH palette. This palette is, it's kind of hard to find. I got it at TJ Maxx, but I just used a little bit of this color, which is a matte peachy shade, so whatever matte peachy shade. I am very into a bold highlight right now, so I used the Anastasia Glow Kit, that glow in Bubbly, which is this one, just to give some glow. So now we're gonna do eyes, and I said I would be only using this palette. I haven't really decided what I'm gonna do yet. We're just gonna wing it. I think I'm going to do Nirvana kind of up here, and then do chrome basically on the lid. Not really do a crease, not really do anything like that, just do chrome and then a little bit of Chivalry in the corners. And then I may smudge some of Fallon on the black one on my lash line, or I might decide not to. I'm just hanging out today at the house teaching, so I don't want like this big smoky eye. So we're just gonna play with these and see how they work. And I am, for the purpose of demonstration, going to use the brush that they gave me. So we'll see how that works. So first I'm gonna take the brush end into Nirvana, and I'm gonna put it up. These are kind of powdery at first touch, so we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna put this on my crease and then a little up into my brow bone so that I have something to kind of blend Nirvana into, but then I've got something on underneath my brow bone. This does have some, you can see it kind of dusting off there, so be aware. But I do like that I can actually see that, and sometimes white I can't see on my skin tone because it's, you know, white and very close to the crazy pale shade of this, so we'll see. So now I'm going to take that same brush, I'm just gonna give it a little dust off on my hand and go into chrome, and I'm gonna pack this on my lid, so I'm just gonna dab it in there so that I can pat it on my lids. So the color payoff from this isn't as much as I initially thought from the swatch, but I like it better, I think. It's a little more subtle. Now you could do all sorts of things with this palette. I do think the possibilities are endless. I do like the shimmer aspect, so, you know. I'm not getting a whole ton of fallout down here, which I like. I'm getting a little bit, so I'm gonna dust it away with my finger because it's not enough to actually leave a mark. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the spongy end because I want this to be really precise. And I'm gonna take Chivalry, which is the purpley color. And I don't usually do purple at all, so we'll see how I like this. I'm just gonna pop this into the outer corner, kind of going up into the crease a little bit, but not really. How descriptive was that? Okay, I'm actually really liking that. With what's on there already, it just kind of blends in and looks like a darker gray instead of like a true purple. So that's great. So now I'm gonna take the same spongy applicator, and obviously I can't clean it in this short amount of time. So I'm just gonna use the tip of it, and I'm gonna put it right in Fallon, which is that black shade. And I'm gonna run this along my lash line. Okay, I didn't get a huge color payoff from that, but I don't want it to be too dramatic today, so we're gonna go with it. Okay, so now because I do want this to have a little bit of smoke, I lied, I'm gonna use another brush. What do I want? Smudgy. I'm gonna use this little short smudgy brush, and I'm gonna go into Chivalry and just smudge this on my lower lash line. Just right underneath the lashes. I don't want this coming down at all. Perfect. Okay, so by the magic of YouTube, I'm gonna put on some mascara and then put my lips on, and I'll be back to show you the lip gloss. Okay, so I'm back, and I zoomed you out just a touch, but I've got my mascara on. So I used Lash Injection, Too Faced Lash Injection. It is vegan. It's about a 5 on the Skin Deep app. It's not great, it's not terrible, it's a little bit of a cheat. Sometimes I use it, mostly I use the Tarte Gifted, but this is my backup. And on my lips, I used the Tarteist pencil in Boho just to line them slightly, mostly to keep my lip gloss in place. And then I used the Jordana Modern Matte Lipstick. This is what it looks like in the shade. This is 01 Matte Bear, but it's got a good pinky undertone. I think it looks really great with my skin. It's kind of summery, but matte. So now let's go in with the Luscious lip gloss and see how we do. So the first thing I notice is that the applicator doesn't get a whole lot of product on it. I don't know what that is, but we're just gonna put this in the center and then kind of go out a little bit. So I'm not an expert, but I think that looks pretty good with this lip color, and it makes it a little more spring, a little bit more dewy. This lip gloss feels great. I don't think it's too sticky. It doesn't feel really sticky. It doesn't feel like my lips are trying to stick together, which I think is the worst thing ever when you try a new lip gloss. So I'm really happy with that. I think everything applied really well on top of the foundation. I'm really happy with this eyeshadow, so we'll see how it lasts throughout the day. It's about noonish, so I will kind of update you as I go, and then we'll see you back later tonight and we'll see what we thought. Okay, see you soon. Hey, so it's been about an hour since I applied the product, and I'm noticing some caking around my nose in particular, which is, you know, what I said was the hardest part. I got some transfer, I ate lunch, so I've got some weird lipstick going on, but I can see the caking in my nose, and I exfoliated and everything last night. So, you know, normally what I would wear would not be doing that. But I think overall I'm liking it. I think it looks pretty good everywhere else. The coverage is kind of splotchy, but we'll see how it wears. I'm taking a break. I've got I'm really happy with the eyeshadow, like very happy. So that's gonna be great. Very happy with that. The lip gloss and lipstick are long gone, as you can tell. I'm not too super thrilled with this foundation, but probably out of the ones I've tried that are truly vegan, gluten-free, all natural, pretty much organic, it's one of the better ones for sure. So we'll keep that in mind. I'll check in here when I'm gonna go to sleep. It's about 7 right now, so it's kind of late. It's been on for about 7 hours, so it lasted a fair while, I would say, but I'll check in again. Okay, so it's crazy late. I am about to take my hair down and go to sleep, and I just wanted to come in here and check in with you guys. So honestly, I think it was a pretty good product. If you want something that is truly natural and you're looking for a pressed powder foundation, I don't see why you wouldn't go with this one. Overall, I think it had a nice finish. I think if I was doing something for a few hours, I would probably go with this one. For sure, the eyeshadow, I will definitely be buying more of their eyeshadows. I really liked the way the lip gloss felt. It didn't last very long, but it's a gloss. So, you know, you've got to reapply every few hours anyway. Not surprising. But very happy with the Buzz Box, and I will definitely be making another purchase from Honeybee Gardens. I'm not sure the mineral pressed foundation will be in that purchase, but other things will. I'm gonna try it again, definitely. I'm not just gonna not use it ever again, but I think next time I'll use a different brush, and I might go with a lighter hand. I think part of the reason it might have caked around my nose was that I went in a little heavy. So I might not be able to get as much coverage as I was initially thinking if I go in with a lighter hand. But overall, I think it's a good product and a great company. So let me know if you guys like this video or if there's something else you'd like me to review. And I will see you guys next time.